Hi there, beer fans. Now I'm going to start this video by saying that I think Greene King brew some really solid beers. That's not a popular opinion amongst a lot of other beer reviewers, but I just review beers like a normal drinker. From a normal drinker's perspective, they brew some really good beers. They really do. Dabber Reserve, the Old Speckle is an absolute classic. They brought out the new double header IPA, absolutely fantastic beers, really, really good. They brought out another new beer as well. I think this has probably been out about a month. This is their Imperial IPA. Fairly new, like I say, it's in Morrison's. It's £2.50, or Morrison's got a deal at the moment, 3 for £6. So as you can see, I think I might like this. So I've picked up 3 of these beers, so £2 each, which if it's a decent beer and at 6% ABV, should be quite nice. We've got to remember, obviously, that it will be an English IPA, so we'll have to remember that when we review it. Hello everybody, welcome to Andy's Beer Reviews. So Greene King have brought out they brought out a couple of new beers. They brought out the double header, double dry hop IPA, which comes at 6.6%. And now this one, this Imperial IPA at 6% ABV. The only question mark so far on this, I've not even opened it yet, is that for me, Imperial IPAs really should start at about 7.5%. So 6%, it's a tad low to be called an Imperial IPA. But, and I will say but on this one, this does date back to Victorian days. The recipe, I think I've sort of seen a label that it does actually date back to Victorian days. So I'm comfortable in the fact that in Victorian days, they may have called this an Imperial IPA. They may have called it, obviously, a stout, meaning strong, a stout IPA. So, like I say, with modern drinking and thoughts on beers, like I say, I may have to just deduct half a point on this one. Just give this Greene King glass. Seems to be a little bit of debris in the bottom. So just talk amongst yourselves while I give it a clean. There you go. Just supposed to have cleaned this one as well. Don't ask where I got this from. Greene King might watch and I don't want to give him the answer. But I don't like these glasses. I've had this for years now. It's looking a bit tatty. I might have to get myself a new Greene King glass. It's in a clear bottle. As long as it doesn't affect the flavour, there's no big issue with that. Only the fact that it could actually affect the flavour of it. Could become light struck. Could have that horrible cardboardy smell and taste to it. It is entirely possible. Supermarket beer, we're not going to talk about the aroma, we're not going to talk about the look at it, although I do like the look of it. It's just a nice darker one, which shows it's got a little bit more in it, a little bit more malty perhaps, which does mean the ABV is increased. And I'm getting some lovely sweet aromas off that, sweet toffee, caramelly aromas off, which is really nice. But we're going to forget about that and we're just going to drink it, because we are just drinkers, aren't we? We get stuff from supermarkets. So cheers, everybody. It's a nice beer. I'm glad I got 3 of these, and I might have to get another 3 more. That is a nice beer. As you can see, it is slipping down quite well. There is, on the aroma when pouring it, you're getting a little bit of toffee, caramelly aroma. That falls onto the flavour. There is a lovely, dark, almost burnt toffee flavour in there. And then it's fruity. Now I did see on here it said tropical somewhere. Tropical fruits. If I'm being brutally honest, I'm just getting a little bit of citrusy through. So rather than tropical, I'm just picking up a little bit of a citrus note. It tastes overall fruity, but it's just got almost a little bit of a zesty, citrusy flavour coming through for me. But what you'd expect with an English beer, there's a good earthiness in there. There's a nice floral note coming through as well. It is a really smooth, very tasty, very easy drinking beer. You know you're drinking something a little bit more than what you're talking about for a bitter, your 3-4%ers. You know you're drinking a little bit more than that. It's not big on the alcohol, but you just know you're drinking something a little bit more, a little bit richer, a little bit more robust. That is a mighty fine new beer from Greene King. And if you sit this across something like the Abbot Reserve, very nice. It's very much in that sort of vein of the Abbot Reserve, being honest. It's that sort of... But that's what these guys do really well. They do these traditional English beers, for me, very, very well. Now, apart from a little bit of they are going to lose a little bit of a mark for it not being proper Imperial as I would know it today, a cracking beer. And I can't see why I shouldn't score that a 9.5 out of 10. And the only point they've lost is because it's just not got that little bit more ABV. If it was up a little bit more, I might have ignored the fact it's not a 7.5 type Imperials, like I say, Imperial IPAs. Your modern ones are somewhere between 7.5 and 10%. So I'd expect it to really sit somewhere between that. 6% for me is a little bit too far off. But that said, it is a very nice beer. And as soon as you can pick this up from £2 at the moment from Morrison's, I think it's a cracking beer, a cracking price. Thanks for watching. Comment as usual. A lot of you would have tried this. I'm interested in what you guys think about it. Yeah, if you like your full-bodied English IPAs or strong bitters, you will like this beer, I'm sure of it. If you enjoy this video, be sure to like it, subscribe, hit that notification button. And as always, drink responsibly, enjoy beers. Cheers.